What's happening, everyone? Today we have a slim, compact, low-profile desktop computer that can fit on any size desk. The only problem is we cannot play our favorite games. Therefore, in this video, I will turn this small SFF Dell Optiplex 5060 into a nice, low-cost, low-profile gaming PC that will output decent performance. What's so amazing, anytime new hardware is released, the Dell Optiplex value just keeps getting better. And when it comes to gaming on the super tight budget, OEM computers are the number one option. Not only they're very cost efficient and very easy to find all over eBay, especially if esports gaming is the main focus. Although many of them come with proprietary components, but it will not stop us from turning them into gaming PCs. I bought this one from Facebook Marketplace for a mere $20, but there was a catch. It lacked both storage and RAM. The CPU, however, is an i7 8700, an amazing 6-core 12-thread processor with a clock speed of 3.2 to 4.6 GHz. This CPU was the pinnacle of gaming performance when it was released back in 2017. Fortunately, during that same week, I came across a Corsair 16GB DDR4 3200 MHz L14 RAM that I purchased on Facebook Marketplace for just $25. Regarding storage, I also bought this Gen 4 M.2 SSD from Micro Center. It's a 500GB and it was only for $30. The GPU featuring in this video is a hidden gem and it's my first time ever using it. I was browsing on eBay searching for a low profile graphics card, and the first thing that popped up was a RX 6300. I purchased mine for $40. I believe it was a good deal for a low profile GPU. The RX 6300 was released back in 2022. It comes with a 2GB VRAM equipped with GDDR6 with a PCIe x8 lane, and also it supports DX12. And the cool thing about it, it only consumes a minimum of 32 watts. One issue is that our Optiplex only comes with PCIe 3.0, so therefore we will lose a good amount of performance. Total of this build is $120, and I will put some links down in the description if you guys want to put something like that yourself, especially my esports players. Now let's turn this baby into a gaming PC. First is to take off the cover by sliding this blue latch to the left and pull the top cover back. Second is the front panel that needs to be removed by lifting up those 3 black plastics and pull out the front panel. Now, in order to take out the hard drive holder, those 2 cables must be unplugged first. Next, slide this blue lock to the left and lift up the hard drive holder and take it out. This part is really important. Since the PC is used, I always recommend to change the thermal paste. Therefore, the CPU cooler needs to come off in order to reapply new thermal paste on the CPU. And there's no way this 80mm CPU cooler can keep this i7 8700 cool. Now, unscrew these 4 screws and remember, wipe the CPU clean. I mainly use alcohol wipes and then apply the new thermal paste on the CPU. Also, if needed, it can be found on Amazon for $7. After that, put the CPU cooler back and screw it. Next is to install the M.2 SSD on the M.2 socket. Then install the RAM sticks carefully in the RAM slots. Just make sure to match the cutout on the RAM sticks with the slot. Now it is time to install this little GPU, the RX 6300, into this blue PCIe x16 slot, and we're done. Since I already have Windows 10 installed on my SSD, all I need to do now is to boot into Windows and install drivers and games. I will test a few games just to see how this combo CPU and GPU will perform together. Also, capturing is an issue for me at the moment, therefore I will use my phone for the gameplay. Alright, let's get to it. Alright guys, so we're currently on Fortnite. Resolution is at 1080p and then frame rate is on unlimited. Also, we're on performance mode. And resolution scale is all the way up to 100, maxed out. Review distance is on 4. Texture is on low, and then mesh is on low, everything else is on off. Alright guys, so the game we will be playing is Reload, and as we're going down, we can see the temperature on the graphics card is okay, you know, for a little low profile graphics card. And then as for the GPU utilization, is going into the 80s and going back to the low 60s, but you know, that's Fortnite, that's how Fortnite is. And then also when it comes to the CPU temperature, it's extremely running toasty. That's what I was saying. That's what, you know, as soon as I saw that small cooler, I knew that the temperature would be high, especially on the Optiplex, a pretty closed out case like that with no air and everything. But as far as the CPU utilization, it's pretty good. And then also for the RAM usage, is pretty high. That's why I recommend 16 gigs at least for every gaming PC, because 16 gig is definitely the sweet spot. As far as the FPS is running pretty good, I would say. This is really a very good FPS. Alright guys, now we're in Call of Duty. Well, the game mode I will be playing is Resurgence, and also I'll be running the basic settings. FSR will be on 3.0. Also the as far as the due to the VRAM usage, if I put it on 1080p or 900p, somehow it's all the way going up all the way to past the 2 gig. For some reason it's pretty insane. So I will leave it at 720p, and then also I'll be running the basic settings. Basically that's like low and very low. Everything will be like normal, low, very low, off, and then I don't know why this thing is even on high if you run it low, and that's about it. Alright guys, another game we'll test is one of the favorites, of course, in GTA 5. So currently in the settings right now, we have running at 1080p. I turn everything off, FXA, MSA, VSync, just to see how it will perform. And then I don't want to go over the 2 gig VRAM. Right now you can see we have 1275. We're already at 1 gig already. 1.2. Technically you can say 1.3. So it's a mixed quality. We have normal, high, normal, very high, normal. So this is what the game gives me. So we don't want to press the 2 gig VRAM, so we have to limit the crowd density. Maybe we'll put everything up. Okay. Alright, we put it all the way up. Texture is normal, shader is on high, shadow quality, I usually turn all my shadows off, but it's okay. Reflection very high. I don't think we need reflection to be on very high. Gonna leave it on high. And then water quality high, particles normal, everything else normal, and then that's about it, right? So now let's just see how this is going to perform. That's amazing. Me and my baby over here. borrow it for 1 second. I love this little car. That's amazing. Come on, man. You guys are crashing my baby. Alright, so let's just drive through the city. Let's see how the performance, if the performance would stay the same. Alright guys, right now we're currently on Forza Horizon 5. Let's check out the settings. First we'll go to video first. We're currently at 900p. So basically the game just recommend me these are the recommended settings the game is offering for some reason. I don't know why. But currently at 900p. Everything 165 Hz. I'm gonna put it on 1080p. And then okay, leave it like that. Full screen, motion blur off. Okay, so now let's go to the graphics. Everything is on low, very low, off, very low. And then let's see how it will perform. Low video memory, running low on video memory. Please close the non-vital applications or lower the video quality. Okay, so now we're on the road. The FPS is in the 70s, 60s, which is pretty good. I would say that's very well playable, guys. And we got 1080p also. Games look very nice. For some reason, the low sound is coming out. Alright guys, so here's the setting. I'll be using full screen 1080p, brightness, VSync off, texture is on none, adaptive resolution, target is at 72, we have a lower VRAM, so we only have 2 gigs, so we don't want it to try to pass the VRAM usage. And then everything will be on off low, texture, shadow, model of the characters, everything will be on low and disable. Alright, so now let's just try to get into a game. Alright guys, the big question is, do I recommend this graphics card? It's a yes and no. If you're an esports player like me and you have a small SFF and you can get this card under $50 and under, I would say yes. But for the no part, you cannot capture any games and you cannot play games like Elden Ring, First Descendant, Helldivers, all these other games. They're really hard to play, so you cannot play them. But then overall, I like the performance for the price that I paid. Alright, thanks for watching guys, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.